Hi everyone, so I just thought I would try and make a video. I am working on drawing at the minute. I had finished I'd started a picture the other day, and I was like, I want to finish it for Christmas time because it was all the yellow and red holly that I saw at Rowan, and this is how far I got with it. So it's literally just started, but I've decided I'm not going to attempt to do that because I broke my hand, and kind of annoyingly it's the hand that I write and draw with, so I'm experimenting with drawing with my left hand, and it's actually like, so far the drawing is so wiggly, although it's the beginning of a plant, and I wanted to draw it while it's still alive because I have this like special talent for killing plants, and it kind of looks like it's on its way out, and I haven't had it that long. I don't know why every plant that I've ever had has like died eventually. Even if it had a moment where it looked like it was thriving, like it always comes to a sad end. But I don't even know what it is. It's like it looks like a peace lily, but it's red. I don't know if they just don't like my house. So I'm going to try to draw the outline of that, and then when I have more time later I might try painting with my left hand just to see what it looks like. My mum said that she went to like an art class before where they were encouraged to draw with their non-dominant hand, and it actually produces like interesting results. So I'm going to try that and see what happens. I don't think it'll be anything like impressive, but at least I'm still making stuff, because one of my first thoughts was I'm not going to be able to paint, and I'm not going to be able to like touch type. And I went to Cafe Nero this morning to write, and I was there for an hour and a half, and I did like half of what I would usually do in an hour, so it's definitely slower, but it's kind of forcing me to slow down. Thankfully I'm not in a cast, they just put it in this, and I fell on ice the other day whenever I was taking my daughter to school, and I kind of landed on like my hand in a weird way, and they think that I broke the bone kind of along the bottom of your palm. So I don't really know what's happening yet. I have to go back in 2 weeks for a scan. So thankfully I'm still allowed to drive, because that would have made everything way more restrictive. And I think if I'd broken my left hand I just wouldn't have been able to drive at all, so that was kind of lucky. Yeah, around my house has been like an ice rink. Like just the whole walk to the kids' schools is just like treacherous, and I know other people who've fallen in it, and I've seen other people falling, so it just, I don't know why they don't put grit down anymore. Like, anyway, like I think it's supposed to melt on Sunday, so even though it looks nice, at least it'll be a bit safer whenever we go out. And yeah, it's like, it just sort of shows you when you stop using your like dominant hand, like how much you actually use it without thinking about it. And this morning I had to change our beds, and it took an hour, and usually it takes about 15 minutes, and I was getting really annoyed because I like to do things quickly, and I'm always like making lots of things and running around and like just trying to fit in as much as I possibly can to one day. But I think it made me realise that like doing things at a slower pace isn't going to make the world end. Like, it might be frustrating and make things like take longer, but like maybe that's not a bad thing for the moment, and maybe like I kind of think things happen for a reason. Maybe like there's always a lesson and stuff, so like maybe mine is that I need to stop racing around and trying to squeeze in so much and exhausting myself all the time. So I've kind of accepted that I've done half of my writing today, and I'm not going to push to do the other half of it. And I just want to read more. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to keep up like workouts and stuff, because like I would do a lot of yoga, but then most of the postures in it you need to be like putting weight on that hand, which I can't do, so it might be an excuse to get out of exercise over Christmas. I don't know, I can still walk though, but yeah, I won't be able to go swimming for a few weeks. Okay, hopefully you can still see me okay, because the sun is at a really weird low angle, and I can't really block it out with the blinds properly, so yeah. But I kind of feel like it's just making me want to try new things and be more determined about like doing things in a different way. And this morning I haven't got like anywhere near as much done as I usually would, but it kind of doesn't matter because at least like I still am sort of trying to do stuff, and it won't be for very long. And I just think there's like so many people that have like just like difficult, like I was thinking about people who like lose a limb or whatever and how they have to adapt to their life like forever without that, and they still managed to do it. And there was a book that I remember reading when I was a teenager about a girl who was in some sort of diving accident, and I think she lost, or she was paralysed, and she ended up learning how to paint with her toes, which was really cool. And I think her paintings actually became famous, and her whole story did as well. And she kind of had her own like original way of painting. So yeah, like I think that you shouldn't let things like get to you too much, and like just kind of try to adapt to stuff. And it's important to just allow yourself to slow down and do things in a different way than what you're used to. Like yeah, so so far this is the picture that I have drawn, and it's very, I don't know if you can see because of the light, it's very like squiggly. It's like, I guess it kind of looks like a kid's drawing of a plant, but I'll paint it and see what it looks like, and then I'll share it with you so you can see like what the end result is like. It's a really sunny day, and I think that the ice is melting a bit. My kids have decided that they want to go after school to Smith's Toys to get something with some Christmas money they were given by my uncle, and I'm just hoping that they don't try to pick anything that I have gotten for Christmas. And reckless surprise, I'd kind of rather spend it on something useful or save it for after Christmas, but because they were there whenever like I was presented with it, they've kind of like claimed it as theirs, and they keep checking it's in my bag and keep mentioning going there, so at least if we go I won't have to listen to that anymore. And I think the last video I made I was reading The Hound of the Baskervilles, and I finished that. I really liked it, and now I'm reading Cold Comfort Farm, which is like, it's really funny considering the fact it was written nearly 100 years ago. So yeah, I'd recommend it. Like so far it's definitely made me smile a few times, and I think there's very few books that actually make you do that. Yeah, so I tried a new coffee shop that's just around the corner from my house the other day, and the lady in it, I actually can't remember the name of the shop because she doesn't have a sign up yet, but I got a vegan hot chocolate, which was really nice, and just sat, and I was the only customer sitting in. And yeah, she has a lot of plants in the window, and she told me that she's going to start selling plants as well in the springtime, so it's just like nice to try somewhere new. And I would usually go out to write, but I don't often go out and just read, and it was really peaceful and relaxing, so I'd like to do that more often. Yeah, but I just thought I'd share. Yeah, after that I don't know what we're going to do other than have pizza and a movie. I'm hoping they'll let me pick something tonight, because last week they picked, and sometimes I have to sit through things where I basically just switch off and like dream about stuff in my head while they're watching it, because it just doesn't interest me at all. But they get really excited about it. And I also want to do some Christmas baking, because I like would always bake for neighbours or like certain friends like around Christmas time, or even just make like something easy like fudge, but I don't know how that will go with one hand. I'm wondering if I can make cookies with one hand, or I might just like rope the girls into helping me with it. So yeah, I'll see how I go with that, but I don't want to like let it stop me. Yeah, share with me what you're doing, what if you've any plans for the weekend. We're going to a pantomime tomorrow, which I think the girls will like, and we're supposed to be going to a silent disco, which I've never been to before, I don't think. And you have headphones and you can pick whatever music you want and dance, but it's like everybody can listen to different stuff. So yeah, I'm going to go and pick up my older daughter from school now, and I hope you have a really good day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye!